Hi, my name is Alex, and this is lesson 16 for 7th grade math. Um, so for the first part, you need to rewrite the following polynomial. So basically, you just need to order them by looking at the exponent. So for number 1, we have 6x to the power of 7 plus 5x to the power of 4 plus 9x to the power of 6. So you look at these exponents, 7, 4, and 6. And then you order them from greatest to least. So that would mean we have 7, then 6, then 4. So you put 6x to the power of 7 first. You put 9 times x to the power of 6 second. Then you put 5 times x to the power of 4 last. So that's how you do number 1. Number 2, you have 5x squared plus 4x cubed plus 3x to the power of 4. You have 2, 3, and 4. So 4 is the greatest, then 3, then 2. So then you put 3 times x to the power of 4 plus 4x cubed plus 5x squared. That order for number 2. Okay. For this next section, you need to add and subtract. So you could only do that when you have like terms. So for number 1, we have 5a squared minus 3 plus 8a squared minus 1. So here we can only combine the terms that have the same variable basically. So we have a squared here and here. So you can combine those two. So to make it a little easier, we could group them together. So 5a squared plus 8a squared. And then you have two constants of -3 and -1. So you write that after. And here you could combine the like terms. So you could combine 5a squared and 8a squared. So it becomes 13a squared. You could combine -3 and -1 so that it becomes -4. That's your answer for number 1. Okay. Number 2 is the same thing except we have a bit more terms here. We have h squared plus 4h minus 4 plus 5h squared minus 8h plus 2. So we have h squared here and here. So you can write that together. So h squared plus 5h squared. And then we also have just h. And h squared aren't the same things. You have to write them separately. So it's 4h minus 8h. Then we have the constants of -4 and +2. So from here, we can combine the like terms. So combine the h squares. So h squared plus 5h squared is 6h squared. And then you can combine the h. So 4h minus 8h is minus 4h. And then we have a -4 plus 2. So it becomes -2. That's your answer for number 2. Okay, so this next section, you need to multiply the polynomials. And here, number 1, we have 2x cubed times x cubed plus 3x squared minus 2x plus 5. So here, we could multiply these by just distributing. So first, we can multiply 2x cubed times x cubed. So this becomes 2x to the power 6. And just don't forget that when you're multiplying, you could add the exponents if they have the same base. And here it's x, so it becomes 3 plus 3 as the exponent, which is just 6. Okay, and then you also multiply 2x cubed and 3 times x squared. So that becomes plus 6x to the power of 5. Then you multiply this by negative 2x. So it becomes negative 4x to the power of 4. You multiply this by 5, so it becomes 10x to the power of 3. And if you look, we don't have anything that we can combine, so this will be our final answer. Okay. Number 2, we have x minus 4 times 3x plus 2. Okay, and here we could use FOIL, which is an acronym and it stands for first, outside, inside, last. So this here we can multiply the first terms together, so 3x squared. Then you can multiply the outside terms together, so it's plus 2x. Then multiply the inside, so it becomes negative 12x. Then you can multiply the last terms, so it's minus 8. Here we could combine the like terms of 2x and negative 12x. So it becomes 3x squared minus 10x minus 8. Okay, for number 7, we could also use FOIL here. So multiply the first term together. So it's 3a squared. Multiply the outside terms. So it's minus 6a. Multiply the inside. So it becomes 4a. Multiply the outside. So it becomes minus 8. So this becomes 3a squared minus 2a minus 8. Number 8, you could also use FOIL. So multiply the first term, so it's 32x squared. Multiply the outside term, so it's minus 20x. Multiply the inside term, so it becomes minus 40x. Then multiply the last term, so it becomes plus 25. And then your final answer will be 32x squared minus 60x plus 25. That's your final answer.